You're listening to Jonesy's Jukebox on KLOS with my guest, Nikki Sixx. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Oh, them.
And you?
And me, I'm doing good. You guys doing good? Oh, yeah. All right.
We were going to do a bit, right? We was doing it kind of...
Oh, we were going to do
And we got interrupted by coming in on the air.
Yeah. So, yeah, we were talking about those old, like, 60s, right? 60s
Yeah.
Beat Generation movies, and then somebody would, like, a poet would say something like, the fox is feeling... We would go... So you can't really... It's not making sense to people in radio land. They're like, these guys are drinking.
Yeah.
They're drinking their breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you?
Well, let me finish.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, yeah, the fox. Okay, that was it.
That was pretty... And
Groovy,
we thought
baby.
we would do stadiums.
So, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, it's always good to see you. We've known each other a long time.
Many moons.
Just saw a picture you showed me.
I'm going to try and see if I can show the people in the crowd if they could see it. I don't know if you can't see that, can you? When we were studs.
Yeah. We decided to let that era go.
Now we're just nuts and bolts.
Nuts and bolts. What's that? Gone to seed. I always like my grandfather used to say that.
You must be similar age to me. I'm 63. What are you?
I'm 60. I just hit 60. Cialis yet? No Cialis for me. No Cialis for me yet.
Cialis.
You got Cialis?
I don't do any of that.
I don't need that, but I kind of want it like in a little, you know, they like wear like a little poison thing around the neck, and then they could eat the poison. I need like a little blue pill just in case.
In emergency. I don't bother with all that stuff. I just don't have sex, so there's no need. There's no need.
I don't know if that will work with my wife.
Well, that's what.
And she's pregnant. I don't know how that happened.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I had a vasectomy and she got pregnant.
You're kidding me.
If it comes out singing a Sex Pistols song, I'm going to be so mad at you.
Sue somebody.
Yeah. Everybody sues everybody now.
That's crazy, though. You had a vasectomy.
Yeah.
And you still made someone pregnant.
Yeah, well,
Not someone, your missus.
But basically, they had to, take it out of me. So that's fun. Get your balls cut into? Yeah, that's how I want to go out.
What you mean? A vasectomy is when they
basically clip
the tube, right?
Yeah, right. So like you can't get across the bridge. So they either rebuild the bridge. I'm trying to. Look at. They rebuild the bridge, so you can do it that way, or you can just go take it out
and then open the gates again.
And they do the whole thing, and we put it in a petri dish, and I got to decide if it was a boy or a girl, and it's a girl, and it's going to be good. And then by the time she's a teenager, I'll be on some like IV drip with like those VR things on. I don't have to worry about it. Just go to my wallet, take a $2,000 bill out to go to a movie. That's how much it'll be by then.
Yeah. Wow, man. You want to have a kid?
Yeah, I have 4 kids. I love being a dad, and it was hard because of being gone so much, as you know.
Yeah.
Right. So for my oldest son's 28 years old. And for a lot of his career, I mean, I would take him on the road, but you know how much touring Motley Crue did? It was unbelievable around the world. So there would be times we'd be together, but a lot of stuff I missed. And I was looking forward to being present for this one, even though my kids turned out really good.
Yeah. Another thing we was talking about, and we're going to play it a little bit later, we co-wrote a song for my solo album, Fire and Gasoline. You wrote the lyrics to that, not that track, a track called We're Not Saints.
We're Not Saints, which is true.
And I want to whoop that on the crowd in a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. That was good. That was fun.
But that's
when I lived out there in Hidden Hills.
That's right. Out. That's where I came out. That's where we wrote it.
Mm-hmm. It was good fun. We should do that again.
Yeah?
Yeah, I know. Never mind. Look what's happened. Slowly the audience is leaving.
So, you got the new movie.
Yeah.
That's on Netflix. It's just on Netflix. It's premieres on the 22nd of March.
Yep.
And it's called The Dirt.
The Dirt.
Meaning the whole story.
The whole story, yeah. Taken from our book that came out in 2001.
Yeah.
And we were originally at Paramount. And Paramount did the Queen movie, and they have the Elton John movie coming, so they're into the concept, but our story's a little rougher around the edges, and they were hoping that we might just kind of take some of the barnacles off it, and we just didn't feel it would be fair to the book or to the story, so then we ended up somewhere else, and then we ended up at Netflix, and Netflix said, make the movie that is the book, and they have they're just courageous. They don't care. They say, go do it. And I can't tell you what the opening scene is, but when you see it, you'll go, how did this movie get made? Kind of sets the bar very low.
Is it filthy?
It's so filthy. It's so bad. All the interviews, people are like, why did you put that in there? Why did you put that in there? Weren't you scared to put that in there? And we're like, it's our story, and it's also era specific. It's not like we're acting like that in 2019. So,
Yeah.
it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
So we left all the warts and all in it.
Pardon the pun.
No pun. Yes, a few
Warts
warts.
and all.
For a few warts, yeah. That's another interview.
Walt Disney.
Wart Disney. I like that. Oh, that's my new rooming name. Oh, yeah. You guys need to catch up with the
Yeah,
beat
you're very
generation.
slow, man. Come on, wake
Somebody get me a William Burroughs book, and I'll read from it. We can all do that.
Should we play? My voice is shot because I'm sick. You said you're sick too, though.
I was lying when I told you I was sick. I was trying to get some sympathy.
I'm not going to give you sympathy if I'm sick. No way.
I'm supposed to give you
Yes.
sympathy. Okay, I'm going to work on that.
Sympathy for the devil. Should we play a song?
Yeah.
This is the world premiere.
Oh, this is great. So I'll set it up a little bit
Yeah.
before we play it. We were in New Orleans. That's where we filmed most of the movie. And we were flying back, and I was flying with Tommy, and I was like, why, because we're not a band anymore. Officially, we don't tour. And I said, why don't let's write some music. And I didn't think we would ever do anything again together besides this movie. We'd kind of called it a day. And we got excited about it and talked to the other guys. And I had about 7, 8 songs I had been working on, not for Motley Crue. And I was working with John Five and a great singer-songwriter named Sahaj, and he's a producer as well. And we were just writing music. So I had these ideas, and Tommy said he had a bunch of ideas, and Mick Mars had some ideas, and we just started kind of putting them together. And we ended up with 9 songs, all called The Dirt. And by the time we figured out which ones we loved, we were down to 3 songs. And this song ended up being the one we chose for the first single. There's also 3 other songs that are going to be coming out as well. So this is
the title track.
This is the title track. Name of the movie, name of the song, name of what we did. Lyrics kind of explain it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonesy's Jukebox, KLOS, with my guest Nikki Sixx of Motley Crue. And here's the world premiere. Dun 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 dun.
All right. All right.
Hello. How's it going? Here with Nikki Sixx. How are you, darling?
I'm doing pretty
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
I used to be able to say I'm doing pretty. That picture of me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not now.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, I still have a little something.
They still love you, man.
I think my wife is blind, though. This morning she was like, you look really good today. I think I get her some eye drops or something. She has maybe a red eye.
You do look good for 60.
Yeah, it's like, when do you start to go to seed? I feel like about 27. 27 was my worst.
What does that mean? I know you said it earlier. Back to graze, you mean?
Well, I lived in the country with my grandparents, so when they don't take care, like say wheat or something, they don't harvest it. it starts to create seed, and then it just kind of falls apart. Right? You're supposed to harvest it, and then so when it goes to seed, you're falling apart. We've gone to seed, Steve. See, we've gone to seed.
Seed.
And da da da. That's the Addams Family.
That is.
Hey, this is a very messy interview.
It's good, man. It's good. So that was a song that we wrote.
Yep.
It sounded pretty good.
I really sounded good. Had that raw kind of AC/DC. The chord patterns on there are really cool.
Yeah. I didn't like my voice when I was singing that album, though. I thought I was trying too hard to be like a rock guy.
Oh, really? I thought your voice sounded good there.
Yeah, I think it was good, too.
Yeah. So humble.
No, I don't. Don't make me cringe when I hear it, but a little bit cringy, because I was trying to fit into that world of Sunset Strip, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted to be, you know, act out with every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Well, you were acting out when I saw you the nights at the Cat House.
I literally ain't no saint or an angel. Yeah.
We were bad boys.
I know. It was a good time, man.
It was so great. You roll up to a club on a motorcycle.
You don't even go in the club.
You don't need to. They just jump on the back.
Yeah.
Go around the block, come back. So great. We'd be dead now.
We were studs.
I don't know. Well, you were.
Oh, come on.
Okay, let's get on with the interview.
Okay.
I know you got something tricky.
You know, your first album.
Too Fast for Love.
Who's the With Looks That Kill? That's not on that album.
No, that's on the second.
Okay, sorry. I should have done my own one.
That's all right.
The second album. Who's that guy at the top, the English accent, talking underneath it?
So that was a guy, Jeff Workman, who was the engineer.
I knew it. I was going to say it was probably an engineer or
He was
something.
an engineer, and I had. I'm still obsessed with Diamond Dogs, Bowie's album,
Yeah.
and the first song on that is called "Future Legend."
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of write this intro into the song "Shout at the Devil," and I wrote all that out. And there's a reason behind what I wrote that made sense to the record. And we didn't have computers and samples and stuff to create all the sounds. So we were like in the studio with like garbage cans with microphones hanging on cables, trying to make it sound interesting and eerie.
Yeah.
And we went home and he just read the narration part as a placeholder, I guess. And I think I was the one that was supposed to read it, or someone in the band. And it just sounded so cool that we just left it.
It's good. It has that vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely Future Legend.
Orangey kind of a little bit. Diamond Dogsy.
Yeah, what a great album.
Yeah. What, Diamond Dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a perfect record, actually.
Was you a massive Bowie fan or just a fan?
I loved Bowie until he lost me. And it could have been my age that I was like into more stuff like the Pistols and stuff. But he lost me with Low and all that stuff that he was like when he moved to
The
Berlin.
German stuff.
Yeah, the Germans. It was with Iggy, and it kind of lost me there because it lost the energy. But I understand as an artist, he was trying to push through something.
Yeah.
I went back and listened to those albums a few years ago, and I was like, I was expecting something else.
You was expecting more of the same of the last lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which is what like lit my fuse, that
Yeah.
stuff. And Young Americans, that album, even though it's based on Philadelphia,
Right.
R&B, it still felt like Bowie.
Yeah. And of course, Heroes is a classic.
Yeah. Did you meet him or get to hang out with him?
Yeah.
Ever? Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I met him about 3 times. Always had a good chat
Yeah.
with him.
I've always heard good stuff.
And a lot of people don't know it, but he was a real comedian. He was a real joker.
Oh, really?
People thought that he was this serious guy you kind of have to look up to. He was a real funny sense of humor. Good guy. So we played the song, The Dirt.
The Dirt.
That's out tomorrow.
You guys like it? Does it sound like the low period of David Bowie, or I feel it sounds like Motley Crue. Yeah, like kind of raw and dirty, and that's what we wanted. We didn't want to overthink it. We used Bob Rock to produce it. And Bob, what's great about Bob is he knows how to help musicians get out of their own way, whether it's Motley or Metallica. Yeah. It's like, musicians were a group of guys that get together and try to have the same vision. And it takes a producer to go, this is how you're going to get that done. And that's why we wanted Bob. And we didn't want to be tied to a click track to the point where we were just so quantized that it just sounded a little... it needs some swagger to it. It needs some live feel to it. So we cut the bass and drums live off the floor with me and Tommy, and made very few edits. And then Mick laid on top of that, and Vince just did a couple takes. So it was pretty simple, but Bob really pushed us.
Yeah. You did it. You did it here. Then you don't have that place in Hawaii anymore, does he?
I've never actually recorded there, but we record. Tommy has a studio at his house, a really nice studio. So we cut it there. Yep. Yeah. Who was the?
I don't know if the crowd know. Who was the other guy singing?
Oh, that was Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
And he plays Tommy in the movie. He does a phenomenal job. All the actors do. And we wanted to get him on the song, and he's a rapper. And we talked about it, and when we wrote the song, we left 16 bars in, because that's usually about, like, whether it's a pop song and you have the rap guy come in, it's about 16 bars, so we left it. And he called me up and he said, I'm a Crue fan too. I don't want to do my traditional rap type stuff. And I said, just go for it. He said, what do you want me to write the lyrics about? And I go, you played us inside out, each character from doing the movie, so just go for it. And he turned it into 32 bars, took a bunch of our parts and chopped them up, and just went for it. And it's kind of straight, and I think that's why I've heard so many rock fans like it. But when they first heard we were using Machine Gun Kelly, my Twitter just lit up. It's like, okay, guys, just settle down. This is not our low period. I feel bad saying that about Bowie, because I love Bowie.
Yeah.
So I take
it's all right. He's not here anymore.
I know. That's what I heard.
I know. I'm joking.
Oh, come on. You gotta laugh.
Christ's sake.
You gotta laugh. I mean, when I'm dead, you guys are gonna laugh.
That's it. Death is all part.
Remember when Nikki was there with that weird hat?
Yeah. And he kept going like this.
Yeah. The snapping thing. Tourette's.
What was I going to say? When did you start filming this? It's funny how all these, I hate this word, biopics are coming out now. You got the Elton John, you obviously got the Queen, and now this one. Is every record label has to sign something that came from Seattle? Is it like that again?
I mean, I don't know. It took me by surprise. The Queen movie took me by surprise, because I knew they were working on it for 10 years. We actually were working on our movie for 14 years. It took that long to get it done. Different companies and different visions and stuff. And it took Queen a long time too. I didn't see the Elton John movie coming. I didn't hear anything about it until I don't know, maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I guess it would be better than romantic comedies to keep having these rock movies.
I'm always down for rock movies. I have been disappointed in the past. They always go to the textbook usual thing.
Like that movie Rockstar?
Oh, dude.
I didn't get it. I was like, that isn't even... I don't know any band that is like that. It's because you had a guy that went to school to write scripts.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to write a rock movie, and then you got a producer that produces romantic comedies. He's like, I'm going to produce. So they don't know what they're doing. So with Jeff Tremaine, who directed our film, he is mostly known for Jackass, but he is an underdog. It's like people like, that's all you're ever going to do. And most bands, same thing. Oh, that's it. You're one trick pony. So we were all underdogs in this world, and coming up behind Queen, it's almost $1 billion in success, that movie. And
that's why they're all going to get in on it. Everyone's going to come up.
That's
$1 billion. $1
billion, yeah. Let's do the Justin Bieber movie.
Let's do the Dave Clark 5 movie.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You watch.
I think he's right.
But, it all depends if it's corny, then it's done.
That's the thing. And that is what I'm really proud of, and everybody that's seen the movie is proud of about the Motley movie is it's honest. There's a lot of tragedy that's happened in Motley Crue. self-inflicted and also from outside sources, and we left it all in there because we believe that our movie is kind of like a family movie because we're a family. We spend more time together than we do with anybody else. And Tommy said to me recently, he goes, we've known each other longer than anybody except for our parents. And most all of our parents have passed away. So that's it. It's us. And this story about how we got together is very exciting and what the purpose was for getting together and what everybody's story was. But really when we crashed and burned and then how we survived ourselves, that's like any family. Family fights, people fall out, and then they get it back together. And so it's good in that sense. It's very honest. It's pretty brutal on the eyes.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
The movie's
You should come to the premiere.
Oh, I hate premieres.
Oh, come on. We do the red carpet.
Oh, that's it. You just scared me off. Red carpet.
I got a little, like, kind of a mini skirt sequence thing.
Oh, well, now you're talking. Now
I
you're
got
talking.
my nice big... Why do we have to edit that out of the song?
What?
The part in the song.
Bristol Cities?
Yeah, why'd we have to do that?
I have no idea.
It's not a bad word. Is it a bad word?
I don't know. Can we say it on the air?
It's a bad word. The executive producer guy is shaking his head. Okay, onward. So what?
So the movie,
Yeah.
The Dirt, premieres on Netflix. It's only on Netflix, March 22nd. And the new song, The Dirt, is out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I think we should play some Motley Crue. Home Sweet Home. Is that good?
That's about L.A.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
And here we are, baby.
Here we are.
Take it away, son.
Broadcasting from the KLOS Subaru live stage, it's Jonesy's Jukebox on 95.5 KLOS.
So, power ballad.
Yeah, I said to you.
It's weird, right? What does that mean? Power ballad. Like, who came up with that? Power
Like it's
ballad.
a lot of guitar, but it's a love song, kind of a love song.
Yeah, I got you. I got makes sense.
I mean, every band had one.
Yeah.
You couldn't have an album without your power ballad on the record. It was a requirement.
It's true. We, the bands, like so many of the bands we loved, it was the last song. Remember vinyl? And it was great. It was the last song on the vinyl. And, like Aerosmith had Home Tonight off of Rocks, I think. And that was kind of always, for us, we wanted to have a song like that. When the song started, like when I was 17, I kind of played those chords in the beginning. But I never had anything more. And I would always kind of strum it around. And one day I said to Tommy, we were leaving rehearsal, I said, hey, you got anything for these chords? Basically just in D with one finger moving. It's not very sophisticated. And Tommy started playing that piano part immediately. And Mick and Tommy were leaving. Mick and Vince were leaving. I said, guys, come back in here. And it just came together, like really fast. And then the record company told us not to put it on the record because it was right after we did the record before it was Shout at the Devil. With songs like Bastard, Knock 'Em Dead. So they're like, what are you guys doing? And it ended up being a great decision on our part to do it anyway.
So it actually did happen. You wrote that song like in these movies.
Yeah, it
Hey,
happened.
come back.
Do
I think we got something. And then you got the song.
But you've had that
like
happen.
in the movies.
You've had it happen where you're just like, whoa, and it's done.
Yeah.
And then there's other times where it takes you years to finish it out. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
The bloke who plays you in the movie,
Douglas
Booth.
Yeah.
Do you like what he did? Do you think you're better looking than him?
did.
Is he a good-looking kid? I haven't seen the bleeding trailer.
Well, I picked him because he was so good looking.
Yeah.
So people would think I'm actually good looking.
Yeah.
It's just a whole move for me.
Yeah.
I didn't care if he could act.
Did you have any pull on casting or?
Yeah, they ran all that through us. So, everything with the movie was run through the band. The script, we made script adjustments over the years, everything had to be greenlit from us, and we're obviously very collaborative, and we trusted our team with with the Yorns as the producers, and we were producers as well, and Jeff and his team. But when it was really them in casting that brought the actors to us, and there was a few different guys for each of us, and I didn't know this, but at one point, Machine Gun Kelly was sort of trying out to be me, and he is Tommy. When you see the film, it's unbelievable. He has the same body, the same everything. And Douglas came in, and he came out to my house, and we met. And what sold me on Douglas is not only is he's a trained actor, so it's not just going to wing it. So he's played a lot of diverse roles, but he was into the dimension of the character. So, when you've been around a long time, you change and you grow and all this stuff. So he had to take on a lot of different characteristics, and that's really was the selling point for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his nose is fantastic.
Yeah.
Sweet lips.
When you
Did I say that? Oh my God, I should never say that on air.
You was clinically dead after an OD.
Yeah.
Is that in the movie?
It is in the movie, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Thanks, Steve.
No, warts and all, baby.
Well, okay, you're right.
But did you have an out-of-body experience?
I did, and I did not talk about that for forever because I thought it was crazy. But when I found my diaries, before I released the Heroin Diaries book, I had documented that. I thought I had, but I had written it down, and I did some research on it, and I saw things that couldn't be possible to see. But I still feel like I'm crazy when I tell you that. It's like if you said I saw a ghost, you're like, okay, Nick, you good.
Well, that's mild. I saw a ghost. I mean, everyone says that.
Yeah.
Even when they're alive, right?
Right. Yeah.
I believe there's ghosts
I
and
believe,
aliens.
I think there's. You believe in aliens?
Yeah.
I do too. I think we'd be so narcissistic to think we're it. Here we are. We're it. There's no other form of energy, there's nothing else happening out there in the universe. It's just us. It's just us and Trump. I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing. So I'm not divisive.
I wonder if there's like humans are ghosts. I wonder if there's dog ghosts.
There has to be dog ghosts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you think that like the ghosts, like there's an invisible wall and they're behind the wall? And then if you somehow do something you can see it gets thinner? How's that for a question?
Well, this is for a fact. This is my own experience, and I'm sure other people experience this. When you go into a house, and it's like, get me out of here. There's something going on in that house. There's you get that feeling that you just got to get out of there. That, to me, is paranormal. Yeah. I don't think it's just a dead spirit that's still in there or something. It's something. But my thing is, why I asked you this question in the first place about, after you were dead, is I'm terrified of dying.
You are. Why?
Because I don't want to leave this place.
That's would be my answer. Like I feel.
Even though I hate most people.
Yeah. It's understandable.
I don't want to leave it,
Wait, I hate most people.
Not you, though. I love all you lot.
We love you guys. No, but, you do get to a place. When I was younger, I had a very kind of a crazy childhood, and I didn't really feel like I had anything to live for. I hadn't experienced unconditional love from parents. My grandparents that loved me, but something was off. And there was a time in my life where I didn't really care, and it led to this place that you're talking about. But then when you get your life together, you go, wow, this is like really great, and you don't want to, check out before your time. And I think that's why we get sober.
Yeah.
Well, it is for me.
For me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to. Yeah, I want it to keep going.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be like 80 years old and have like people assisting you to go to the bathroom and all that stuff. To me, like, then I don't want to be here. I don't think.
But you see, we can
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. See, you could look at it in a different way, like those virtual reality goggles. I told my wife, when I get that age, I get the virtual reality goggles with the hottest nurses and an IV drip, to help with the pain.
And Cialis.
He's the Cialis?
You're 90 years old taking Cialis.
Oh, come on, right? Now, if you got to go out, that's how you go out. I mean, you look like hell. You look like a crazy person, but you're having a good time.
Amen. Our time's up talking about time. We're here with Nikki Sixx, Motley Crue. The Motley Crue movie, The Dirt, comes out March 22nd on Netflix.
You guys have Netflix? It's really great. Do you love it?
Yeah. I've been a member since it started.
It's addicting. I mean, the movies, the TV shows, everything. It just goes on and on and on.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming by, buddy. It's good to see you. That is it.
It's like a quickie.
Huh?
It's a quickie.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, Steve.
Mr. Shovel's got something?
Yeah, we want to thank our sponsors, Monty Burgers, for the incredible vegan lunch.
All right.
For Monty's. Chihuahua, Cerveza, and Hint Water for the beverages.
All right.
Subaru for sponsoring the KLOS Subaru live stage.
That's right.
And of course, Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue. The Dirt comes out on Netflix March 22nd.
All right.
Okay. Do we have any? No one tomorrow, is there? No. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm in bed tomorrow. People feel sorry for me. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
See you guys.